Hi, it's Alex from Nai.io. That's Naii.io. And this is the express analysis of CheckWise.io, which is a website by Aleix Ramon, who is someone that I've been in contact with for, I don't know, some moons, I would say, some weeks or months. So we've been chatting a little bit back and forth, and I eventually decided to do an analysis, a copywriting analysis, landing page analysis of his website. And like I said, this is the express version of that. So if you want to get into the full in-depth version, then I would recommend to check my private email list, which is Nai.io/private. It's Naii.io/private. And if you're on the email list, you will get the link to the complete analysis. It's a video as well. So I will just go over the main points that I noticed on a high level, so to say. Okay. So CheckWise, I'll be focusing on copy mainly, but if there's something about the design, I will mention that as well. So CheckWise itself, the logo is gray and it's pretty boring and it's pretty sad even. If he's using this color scheme here of purple and orange, then I would recommend that the CheckWise logo also has some elements of that. That would be good. Otherwise, just align the CheckWise logo and the hamburger menu icon on the same line. That would be good. What I noticed here, because of course I had a look at it before, he's using rather negative terms, something like your talent is useless, or another example was that I found before, lone wolves. I don't know if there's something was here. No, these kind of things. It's pretty negative. The connotation is pretty negative. So that could be definitely more, positivized, so to say. If you try, that's a kind of like a sales strategy, something that you learn when you are when you've been learning sales, is that you try to find a positive way to express it. It's not about fooling people, but it's about when you're writing a cover letter or a CV, a resume, when you're applying for a job, then you wouldn't say what you don't have, you would say what you have. So, that's the kind of mentality. Otherwise, the call to action is nice, get things done is good. Can select it at the moment. Yeah, so you'll see it, get things done. He has other call to action buttons like get started. I would just make that get things done. And here's another one where it says add humanity, which is it's appealing in a philosophical sense, but in a product service sense, add humanity is a bit too abstract. So get things done. Replace that with get things done. Same here. Sign up is fine. So let's just continue here. There's something about the photo here. There could be a photo because he's mentioning himself as a person. Hi, I'm Alex. I'll make sure that you don't put off your own plans. And there's a photo of something here, something generic, which gives no personal relation. So make it more personal. The steps are fine. Steps 1, 2, 3. Just summarize it and name the whole thing, how it works, and then say, it only takes 3 steps. And then make it 1 paragraph instead of 3 paragraphs. And then what I also notice here, but what if I keep procrastinating? Then you're not compelling enough. You would just say, I'll insist until you complete it. And, there's a better way. For example, he could give you some money that you only return if he completed the task. Something where there's actually some stakes. Like I said, accountability for lone wolves, make that more, more positive, so to say. Also, was not clear what kind of people he's talking to, and now he's mentioning freelancers and solopreneurs. no, this could be something that he could be mentioning in the beginning, because he is talking about talent, and then he's talking about like business people basically, right? So it's also not clear what he actually wants. So on the one hand, or what he's actually offering, finishing a work project or going to the gym, and then world domination. He mentioned the world domination quite a lot. Maybe there's some kind of humor to it, but yeah, that's something. It's a bit too wide the scope, I would say. There's some what people could counter against is his service. So you could use accountability groups or friends. So he's mentioned that. I think that's fair. It's good to mention that. And he's trying to put his service compared to what the alternative would be. And again, this is like very generic for any kind of task. Make it more specific. Any kind of task, personal, professional, I would recommend to just keep it on a professional side. So, and professional doesn't mean that sports and so on are not involved, but sell it as a professional service, a service for professionals where they have things to lose, where things cost money if they don't do it, expensive problems. Okay, focus on that, and then you don't have to repeat how it works because you've done that before. And instead of listing these example tasks, just make some illustrations for them, and remove everything that is not where you don't see this is an expensive problem, like calling the mom, start working at 8 a.m. every day. Maybe if you can find a perspective where this can become an expensive problem, great. But for now, I would say calling mom, start working at 8 a.m. every day sounds like if I don't do it, then nothing is lost. You can keep using your favorite apps. That's okay. That's fine. I don't know if that's like a big one so much. You would have to do your research on that. The only thing, the big one is that's people real stories are missing. So you say you are 95% more likely to complete your goals if you're accountable to someone, says some American Society for Training and Development. I don't care about that so much. I care about the real stories and real results and real accomplishments. So I have that here. You say something and never miss a deadline. So it's all over the place, the copy. It's going in one direction here and there. It doesn't know where you're actually going with that. So it's pretty much all over the place. And accordingly, a confused buyer or reader doesn't buy, and I'm confused because I don't get a clear vision. And then if you present the monthly subscription of $50 a month, I would say, nope, not gonna happen. And then the FAQ section in the end, add these questions directly here to the homepage. You don't have to have them on a separate page. Doesn't make sense because the FAQs are supposed to help push the reader further to the sale. Okay, so that's the quick summary. Again, if you want to have the full version, the in-depth version, where I'm covering more in-depth stuff, then check out my email list, my private email list at nai.io/private. That's NAII.io/private. See you in 2 weeks. Bye bye.